Hello students, welcome to Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. Myself Abdul Wahab, biology lecturer. So in the previous class, we discussed a chapter called breathing and exchange of gases. In this chapter, we learn or we know about respiration, then a respiratory organs. Respiration, which means the process of exchange of gases from body to outside, is called respiration, or it is also called as breathing, or the process of exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with carbon dioxide produced by the cells is called breathing or respiration. Okay. Why oxygen is necessary to our body? Oxygen is able to break down the glucose molecule inside the cell. Then the glucose molecule produces the energy. The glucose is formed from the breakdowning process called digestion of carbohydrate, proteins and lipids. Then respiratory organs. Respiratory organs ಸಮೇತ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ವಿ. So respiratory organs ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ in the lower organisms like invertebrates, by simple diffusion the respiration process is taken place in sponges, flatworms, coelenterate, etc. In aquatic arthropods and molluscans, as well as in fishes, we see the gills are the respiratory organs. In terrestrial animals like reptiles, amphibians, birds, mammals, we see the respiratory organs called as lungs. Especially when it comes to the amphibians like frog, we see the moist skin, which is act as a respiratory organs, perform the cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration means in some of the amphibian animals, the skin perform the respiration process is called as a cutaneous respiration. Okay. Then when it comes to the human respiratory system, the human respiratory system consists a nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, nostrils. Yes, the human respiratory system consists, one is called as a first a external openings called as a nostrils, then nasal chamber or nasal passage or nasal cavity, then pharynx, then epiglottis, then larynx, then trachea, finally bronchi, bronchioles, then lungs. Okay, these are the organs of the, these are organ associated in respiratory system. The external nostrils receives the air from the outside the body. The external nostril passes the air to the nasal chamber. The nasal chamber having a passage called nasal cavity or nasal passage. By this passage the air is enter into the pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage for food and air. It passes the air to the larynx into trachea through epiglottis. Epiglottis is a lid-like structure. This epiglottis allows the air from pharynx to a trachea with the help of larynx. Larynx is a sound producing organ called as a sound box. Okay. Then the trachea having a C-shaped cartilaginous flaps. Those C-shaped cartilaginous flaps helpful for the friction of the trachea to passes the air from upper side to lower side. It is a very sensitive in nature. Okay. So this is about the a human respiratory system. This is the trachea. Okay, this is the trachea. This is the trachea, C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Okay, this is the epiglottis, larynx, then trachea. These two are lungs. The trachea divided into two branches. These two branches we call as a branchiae. These branchiae produce a number of branches called as a bronchioles. Bronchioles. Okay. When come to the structure of the human respiratory system, first we know that the nostrils and nasal cavity. Then when we are moved to the pharynx, we know that muscular tube as well as it is a common passage for food and air. The pharynx consists different regions. One is called as a nasopharynx, which is present behind the nose. Second, oropharynx, it is present behind the mouth. Third, a laryngopharynx. The nasopharynx is also called as a anterior nasopharynx. Laryngopharynx is called as a posterior laryngopharynx. Oropharynx is called as a middle oropharynx. So the laryngopharynx is the common passage for air and food. It opens, it connected to the larynx. Then trachea. Okay, larynx, we know that it is a tubular structure which helps to produce the sound. So it is called as a sound box or voice box in Krita Hokti. Voice box in Krita Hokti. Then when come to the trachea, trachea is commonly called as a windpipe. Trachea is commonly called as a windpipe. It's called as a trachea. This is called as a trachea, commonly called as a windpipe and Krita Hokti. Windpipe. Then trachea having a smooth muscles, also elastic in nature. It consists the C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Those rings prevent the trachea from the collapsing while swallowing the food molecule, and also it helpful to passes the air from upper to lower region. The trachea divided into two branches. Those two branches is called as a branchiae. The branchiae having a number of sub branches called as a bronchioles. These branchiae and bronchioles are surrounded by a lungs. Okay. Yes, when come to the lungs are soft, elastic, conical structure. Inside the lungs, the trachea is inside the lungs, the trachea divided two branches. The two branches enter into the left and right lung respectively. Okay. Then each branchiae undergoes repeated division to form secondary and tertiary branchiae and bronchioles. Okay. Then each bronchioles at the end a bag-like structure is present called as a alveoli. Alveoli are the structural and functional unit of respiratory system or lungs called as a alveoli. Why it is called as a structural and functional unit? Because the alveoli, in this place the oxygen and carbon dioxide gases are taken place. The exchanging of oxygen and carbon dioxide is taken in this region, so that we call as a alveoli. These are the vascularized bag-like structure, thin structure. Then what the branchiae and bronchioles as well as at the end while alveoli are there, all those are present inside the lungs. There are two lungs are there, right lungs and left lungs. Okay, the lungs present either side of the heart in the thoracic cavity and enclosed in the thoracic cage. Then the lungs present above the diaphragm. Diaphragm means It is a muscular dome-shaped structure which divides the two cavity. Above the diaphragm is called as a thoracic cavity. Below the diaphragm is called as a abdominal cavity. Abdominal cavity. Then, what the lungs are there? The left and right two lungs are there. The left lung is lobed. It means bilobed, differentiated into superior and inferior lobes, while the right lungs is trilobed and thicker and broader than left lung, and it is differentiated into superior, middle and inferior lobes. Andre left lung ಮತ್ತು ರೈಟ್ ಲಂಗು ನಾಟ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್, ಸಮ್ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಲಂಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟೂ ಲೋಬ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ಲೋಬ್, ಇನ್ಫೀರಿಯರ್, ಟೂ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ರೈಟ್ ಲಂಗ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 3 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ಲೋಬ್, ಮಿಡಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫೀರಿಯರ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್? The lungs are externally covered by double walled membrane called as a pleura. Called as a pleura ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Pleura, Pleura, pleura ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Yes, pleura. Nothing but the both left and right lung externally covered by double walled membrane called as a pleura. Okay, in between the double layer of pleura there is a one fluid is present called pleural fluid. This fluid reduces the friction on the lung surface. Lung surface. What the two membranes of pleura are covered the lungs? The two layers of pleura, outer layer is called as a outer pleural membrane, inner pleural membrane. The outer pleural membrane is in close contact with the thoracic lining, whereas the inner pleural membrane is in contact with the lung surface. Lung surface. Okay, then what the lungs are there? What the lungs are there? The lungs anatomically airtight chambers. Airtight chambers. The thoracic chamber or lungs is formed dorsally by vertebral column, ventrally by sternum. Sternum ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎದೆ ಬೋನ್ಗೆ, ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೋನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟರ್ನಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವರ್ಟೆಬ್ರಲ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Laterally by ribs. Ribs ಅಂದರೆ ಪಕ್ವೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. On the lower side of the lungs there is a presence of a dome shaped muscular organ called as a diaphragm. Diaphragm. Okay, then this is about the lungs. Okay, lungs ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ the respiration involves the following steps. The respiration involves the following steps. What the steps? The breathing or pulmonary ventilation by which atmospheric air is drawn in and out, in and carbon dioxide rich alveolar air is released out. Okay, pulmonary ventilation or respiration or breathing process. ಈ process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, air is drawn in and carbon dioxide rich alveolar air is released out. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬಂದು ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Then the diffusion of gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide across the alveolar membrane. ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ನು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಸೊ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಇದೆ, ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ರೀಜನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಲೋಯರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಬೈ ಬ್ಲಡ್. ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್. ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಬ್ಲಡ್. ಡಿಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ, ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡು ಮತ್ತು ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಆಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ catabolic reactions and resultant release of carbon dioxide. So oxygen na cells utilize ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ catabolic reaction ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When the oxygen is enter inside the cell the oxygen is able to break down the glucose molecule. That breakdown process called as a catabolic reaction. From that catabolic reaction the energy is releases, as well as a carbon dioxide as a waste product also releases. So the inside the cell the breakdown of glucose molecule with the help of oxygen is called as a cellular respiration ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. cellular respiration ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, this is about the human respiratory system ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Once again I am going to recall these things. Yes, the human respiratory system ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಏರ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ದ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಆನ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. ದ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಟೂ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ nostrils. Those nostrils passes the air into the a cavity called as a nasal cavity or nasal chamber or nasal passage. The nasal chamber or nasal cavity passes the air into the pharynx. Inside a nasal chamber or nasal cavity, the air is inside the nasal chamber. The air is warm. The air is warm. So in the nasal chamber there is a presence of a nasal hairs. Those nasal hairs are able to trap the foreign particles. And also it able to warm the air. Due to the warm, what happens if there any type of the foreign particles or microorganisms or germs are there, those are able to die. So it brings about the air, it helpful to increase the body temperature. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ನೇಸಲ್ ಚೇಂಬರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, then the air is enter into the pharynx common passage. It passes to the trachea through epiglottis with the help of larynx, a sound box ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Then trachea. Then here what happens, a trachea is there. So what a trachea is there, the trachea is a cartilaginous a content organ which is divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebra into right and left primary branchiae. ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ವರ್ಟೆಬ್ರಾ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಈ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ divided into two branches called as a branchiae. Then the branchiae is each branchiae enter into the each lungs. The first branchiae is divided into primary, secondary, tertiary. Such group of or bunch of branchiae we call as a branchioles. At the end of the branchioles is the presence of a air sacs called as a alveoli. Alveoli are called as a structural and functional unit of lungs or respiratory system because the exchange of gases taken place in the alveoli. Then the lungs, the two lungs, left and right lung. Left lung is a bilobed, right lung is a trilobed ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Each lung is externally covered by a double layer membrane called as a pleura, outer pleura, inner pleura. Between that there is a fluid is present called as a pleural fluid which prevents the friction. Okay. Then this is the respiratory system of the human beings. Then the respiration involves some steps like breathing by which atmospheric air is drawn in and carbon dioxide rich alveolar air is released out. When the oxygen is enter into the alveoli, then the carbon dioxide goes outside. Then the diffusion of gases is taken place across the alveoli. The transport of gases is by blood. Diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the blood and body cells or body tissue. Then the cells utilize the oxygen to break down the glucose molecule, produce the energy, as well as a waste product called as a carbon dioxide that goes outside. Then what the lungs are there? The lungs are anatomically airtight chamber. The lungs are formed dorsally by vertebral column, ventrally by sternum, laterally by ribs, and lower by dome shaped diaphragm. So in the next class we are going to study mechanism of breathing. So ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಏರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.